Hey, what's up, family? Thank you for clicking back on my YouTube channel. I'm so grateful that you're back with me. I'm just here to make another video to give you some more encouragement. I think sometimes we are not focused on the good things that we have going on for ourselves, and we have to think back. Like, it's lovely. It's so lovely that everything that we went through, everything that we overcame, all of the struggles, all of the betrayals, all of the letdowns, all of the pain, the trauma throughout our lives that many of us have went through, it wasn't for no reason. It's because you are specifically chosen. And if you choose to actually try to elevate yourself, become a better person, heal from those traumas, break the generational curses, it does require a lot for you to do that. You can either continue the cycle or you can try to break the cycle by changing who you are, changing how you think, forgiving yourself for many things that have happened. So I just wanted to say that be gentle with yourself. It's lovely that we're overcoming big big battles in our lives that we really thought would take us out, all of the depression, everything that happened, okay, from your younger years to now, right? We have to be, vulnerable and give ourselves some praise because, right now we're still recovering from, you know, what happened. And, when you're going through surgery or any type of process with healing, you know, usually they have to do some type of um, examination on the area that is causing you pain, either if it's a surgery or they put on a cast or they prescribe you, medication for those, for whatever you're going through. There's also a recovery process that may take time. Yes, you did everything you had to do for whatever happened or what was wrong with you, wherever you needed surgery on. You were able to get the surgery. Now it's time for you to recover, and recovery means rest. Recovery isn't so much of you doing so much, trying to get yourself out there, trying to prove yourself. We're healing. I know it feels good, right? So recovery is basically where you rest, where you take time to yourself, where you're not doing too much. You're not putting too much stress on the area that you healed, but you are working it. When you're recovering, you're still wanting to move those limbs or move that part of your body or stimulate that part of your body. So it's just lovely like that we were able to overcome these things, right? So allow yourself to recover. Continue moving those parts that need healing or that already has been healed, and rest. Okay, it's okay to rest. I'm not saying don't do anything. I'm saying rest from the day to day of trying to become better or healing. Sometimes we have to take a breather. And when you take that breather, you can notice and you can see that the old has really passed away. The old has passed away. And we have to really remind ourselves that the old has passed away, okay? I'm in this with you, okay? I'm still trying to let go of my old life. Like, it's a lot of fears that may come up that you just don't know what will, well, you think you know what will happen next, right? And, usually it comes from our past and what was experienced in our past. So I'm trying to basically separate that and just say, hey, the old has passed away, and there's only new beginnings coming for me, for the collective, for the people around us. There's only new coming for us, and we have to start to expect that. We either expect bad or good, or we either expect a repeat of our past, or we expect a new timeline. And I said this in previous videos, but it's coming back to me. God let me know, I got a download, okay, that the timeline we're going to has not even been created. It hasn't been created. We have been going through the motions on earth of the same things happening over and over and over. And a lot of, we hear that history repeats itself. But I'm getting a feeling or an inkling that it's not going to repeat itself. It's not going to repeat itself for the people that are chosen, for the people that chose to step away from the matrix, that chose to step away from the normal thinking that we usually have, or who chose to remove themselves and heal. There will no longer be a cycle. The cycle has ended. And it ended when you decided, hey, something isn't right. Hey, I want to heal from these things. And you didn't continue the cycle of being that person to put hate into other people, to be bitter, to be angry, to continue to work 9 to 5s and just have no other plan, or not even expand on your gifts, or just the regular human being. You decided to be exponential and heal and do things differently. That collective, the 144,000, is going to be different for them. It's going to be so different because you guys are not realizing the 144,000 are, I don't want to say the wrong things, okay? But it's a bloodline, okay? Because if only 144,000 people were to, be chosen, it's only like probably a little city. So of course people want to say, oh yeah, I'm chosen. But I mean, there's other countries, there's other places, and it's a bloodline. It's going to be a bloodline where even if it is 144,000, those 144,000 multiplies. So it's not just 144,000, it's 144,000 in their children, 144,000 in the children they will have. That is what I'm getting from this. So just expect, a change, a great change. It's not going to be the same karmic cycles or the same cycles that you and your family are used to going through, or how the world is used to going through these cycles, war, inflation, this, good times, downtime. We're not going to be affected by that flow, because that's not the natural flow of the universe. Okay, they created their own flow, and we don't have to live in that flow anymore. Even though you're even though you're in an environment, we have to be the wind in that environment to move things. But we're going to be able to move through the environment so easily. It's going to be hard not to notice us. It's going to be hard not to say, hey, who was that person there? You know what I'm saying? So we went through a big purge of emotions, a big purge of past feelings, a big purge of people, relationships. We purged, okay? We cried, we were angry. Everything came to the surface. A lot of people show their true colors. A lot of people showed you who they really were, what their intentions really are. A lot of people were removed from your life. A lot of people were um, put into your life. A lot of ideas came in. A lot of thoughts came out. So this was a big thing energetically on the earth. You know, when it hasn't been one time where everyone or a lot of people at one time were trying to be their best selves. I mean, I don't know. That's the power of social media, I guess. But it caused a lot of good energy to shift, not just for the earth, but for the people who are chosen. Now, the people who chose not to go within and try to heal and change, they will unfortunately be stuck inside the karmic cycles of the matrix. And it's not like, oh, you won't be able to, become a part of the 144,000s. But if you are 144,000, you are the 144,000. There's no becoming. Sometimes you never know. There may be other generations or people before us who also are a part of the 144,000. So what I think we should be patient and just continue to not really focus on that number and focus on, all this stuff. I think we need to continue to rest, recover, let other people catch up, and let the rest of the collective catch up and get energetically back in line. And we want to start using our superpowers. We were talking about, oh, we're going to get superpowers and stuff. To be honest, I think I did gain a superpower, you guys. You know how everybody was saying they're getting their superpowers. I feel like we already have these natural human instincts, but once you heal and go through a process of purging and revitalizing you, your superpowers will be more, you'll trust yourself more. You'll trust the gifts that God has already given you, right? So we want to have faith during these times and relax and have faith and just we have to get into a mode that there's nothing to worry about. Everything is fine, like we're good. There's no COVID coming, like there's no big boom coming, okay? We don't have to be scared of anything catching us off guard. We have to realize that paradise is here once you say it's here, once you can see it through your own perception. And that's when you're in paradise. And I do see the energy shifting just because we purged a lot, but we still have healing to do as a collective. We are continuously healing. So you just want to have faith, build up your faith. That's what I should say. Build up your faith. I just have faith because when we say, oh, just have faith, it's so, how can I have something that I don't have? It's a muscle that has to be exercised daily and through tough situations. And that's what I noticed, that we have to exercise these muscles that we don't use. We use a lot of fear. The muscle of fear has been doing this our whole life. And our faith has probably just pumped a couple of times. We want to build that muscle of faith. And how do we have faith? By knowing God's word, by knowing God's promises, by knowing we're shifting into a better timeline, by knowing that the old has passed away, just knowing the truth. With me, it helps knowing the truth of what God said for me, God said for his collective, his people, because his word always stands true. And it's also downloads that I'm getting that may not be in the Bible, but just that it's going to be better. It's going to be better than you can expect. But that's in the Bible. but it's going to be basically be better than you expect. And I'm not saying that if you it's going to be better than you expect. But if you're not expecting it, it's kind of going to go right past you. It's going to kind of go past you because, yes, you are divine. Yes, all this is going to come to you. Like, you're going to feel guilty for not trusting God. You're going to feel the guilt for not having faith when it was going to be okay all along. And we want to trust our higher power. We're not in this earth for just because we're here. We see things based on 3D, like cause and effect, but there's something in the middle of cause and effect. There's something in the middle of cause and effect. Sometimes we can do something and there's no effect because of the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. He can change anything. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. You can grow into a different person, right? So the natural laws that human beings are known for, kind of like, well, if this happens, then this happens. If this happens, then that happens. Kind of like the law of gravity. We believe so deeply. It's like ingrained in us. It's kind of like a belief that we don't think about, just like gravity a law, I'm sorry. A law such as gravity. As humans, we created our own law that we're kind of morphing cause and effect from our past. I hope I'm making sense. I'm kind of going off. But from our past, we look at that as a cause. So we think the effect is going to be our future, when really your childhood is the effect. I'm clapping because I'm preaching to God, okay? Your childhood is the effect, right? So we have to create a new cause. That's what I'm trying to say. It's clear. It's clear. It's clear. The roads are clear. Like, it's clear. You are the cause, okay? Because when you're younger, that's the effect. Like, that's the effect of the choices your parents made, or really the choices your parents made of who you were chosen to be with. That's kind of the effect. And you can't do anything really about that. You kind of have to just, I don't want to say take it, but it's just reality for you. So when you become older and you have a choice, that's the time where you need to create something. These are the times where you need to pave out a way that isn't you, thinking that my life is just going to be what my childhood was. Because your childhood is not the cause. Your childhood is the effect. And now we can't have an effect without a cause. So now we have to do the solution again. The solution has already equaled it. The equation is you, okay? Before you were born, your parents, that was the cause, okay? Whoever created you, that was the cause. And the effect was your childhood. Now the equation is you and who you are today. We also have to continue to create another equation, or to add to this equation, because now we have a new problem. I'm not saying it's your problem, but now we have a new problem to solve. You're the cause, and you want a better effect. You want a better effect, right? You want a better outcome for your life. Let's do some inner work. Let's learn more. Let's get some more information. Let's at least work our faith muscle Let's work that muscle each and every day. It's not just going to happen overnight. So we have to take our time, okay? Take your time each and every day. You're protected, you're fine, but you have to have this muscle built in you because times are coming. It's not just going to be peaches and cream, but you still have to have faith that God is going to bring you through and not be in fear with the rest of the world when everything pops off, okay? You have to have built that faith muscle. We have time to build this faith muscle. This is not just going to happen over the next year or whatever. We have a lifetime to live. Imagine what it's going to be like 20 years from now when everyone is healed and the children we have, are part of the collective. Imagine what a world would be. A lot of people say, I'm scared to bring children into this world at this climate. That's fear. And that's someone living inside of the matrix, right? So we have to build our faith muscle. And we have to continue basically to choose ourselves and choose God. And we're still growing, okay? We're still growing towards the sun. We're still growing towards the sun. And, we're no longer looking for the approval of others. We have to look for the approval of the Most High. We have to become aligned in who we are as these spiritual beings on this planet. Don't just become dense and not expand yourself, okay? It's lovely, isn't it lovely that we grew so far from our childhood, that we are going through the painful spots that hurt us, that scared us, that frightened us, that made us feel guilty, that made us feel sad, that made us feel unworthy. All of these things that we were purging and letting go and going through. You have grown. We have grown. And I want you to know that and accept that. I think it's time for us to relax. And I'm not saying relax and don't do any healing work. Okay, of course, do some healing work. But sometimes you have to let it go for a second and just, if something does come up, of course, do your 1, 2, 1, 2. But we have to exercise our faith muscle and every day just having faith that is taken care of, we are taken care of. So that's basically all I wanted to say to you guys. Life is what you make it, and God is always going to be here with us through our ups, our down times, our middle times, but you stay focused on having that faith, exercising that faith muscle, still heal. But it's lovely. It's lovely that we're at this point in humanity and at this point in our own lives. Clap for yourself. I want to clap for you. Congratulations for reaching this milestone in your life. A lot of people counted you out. A lot of people did not expect you to reach this point. Go ahead. It's almost time to shine. You can step out a little bit, okay? But continue to build that faith muscle and continue to grow and remain humble because it could easily be taken away from you. Okay. So thank you so much, you guys, for clicking on my YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed it, family. We're starting to become family. More people are watching these videos. More people are being added to the community, and I'm so grateful. If you are interested in any victim mentality coaching, you can text me. I have text message coaching just because my schedule is just, I'm not always able to be on the phone because the environment I'm in, I have children, so it'll be easier for me just to text over the phone. So you can text me at 904-252-9949, and the link will be in the description. Thank you so much.